You know. Live? Cannot see it. Hey, it's live.
We live? We're live.
Live. We live. Oh, yes. It's okay. Let's set this up quickly. Give me a minute, guys. I am coming. I am coming.
Tiba-tiba dah lapar. Ayam kambing.
Need to check this out first. Okay, stay there, don't leave. Okay. It was slightly late. I promised that we are going to do a live at 11. Yes, we had a discussion. It was slightly late. Hi guys. So thank you for tuning in. For all you night owls out there, you know what? You are awake. So check this out. Okay, it might just help you. It might just help you. We have Azean Majid.
Hi.
Room with us, okay? So let me do a quick introduction about Azean. I met Azean through a mutual friend, 𝗄𝗧 𝗍𝗔𝗃, and maybe 2 months, what about 1.5 months ago, you actually did something very different, you know? But you know what? I'm not gonna spoil the surprise for every single one of our viewers here. How many viewers we have? Hey, we got, well, not bad, huh? Double digit already. Okay, now,
popular.
Yes, okay. So I think everyone know Azean. Azean, that's your name, right?
Yes, I hope so.
You hope so, right? Okay, now can you share with everybody like who's watching right now? What do you do?
I am a full-time mom to 2 very beautiful kids. And I delivered my baby during MCO 1.0. So yeah, just been doing mommy stuff lah.
Okay, so you're full-time homemaker. That is one of the hardest job with MCO, but stay at home lucky. Then now
Yeah.
I want to ask you this: who introduced the 𝗓𝗨ora 𝗂𝗏𝗍𝗵𝗫 to you?
So I was introduced to the 𝗓𝗨ora 𝗂𝗏𝗫𝗫𝗫 by Azura, somebody I followed. I'm actually a big fan of hers because I used to watch her in Disney Buzz before. And then I follow her on Instagram, and then we just started talking, and then we bonded over looking after our parents, because I look after my mom as well. And then that's how I got to know about the 𝗓𝗨ora 𝗂𝗏𝗫𝗫𝗫.
So by Azura, you mean 𝗄𝗧 𝗍𝗃?
Yes, 𝗄𝗧 𝗍𝗃𝗏.
So do you, no, wait. So you do not know Azura personally? You just followed her on Instagram?
Yes.
So she didn't even, what did she do? But you reach out to her or she reach out to you?
Well, we were actually talking. We were just having a conversation about just random things. Sometimes it's about her son, because I have a boy that's about the same age as well. Sometimes we talked about when she looked after her dad, and I see her dad doing better, so I would comment, and then we would just have a conversation lah. So we just sort of clicked.
I see. So did she tell you about the 𝗓𝗨ora 𝗂𝗏𝗫𝗫𝗫𝗫 or actually you asked her about it?
She actually told me about it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So what was your first reaction when she told you about it?
The pants.
Yeah.
It was too good to be true, honestly. That was my first impression, because I am someone who have got a few health issues myself, and people who have health issues, right, we go to a lot to find a solution, and we always think that going to see the doctor will have the best solution. If it's Eastern or Western, whatever lah, you know, sometimes we pay a lot of money for alternative treatments also. And you know, we're always searching. So for something as simple as a pair of pants to be able to do so much, it was too good to be true. That was essentially my.
Okay, got it. So can you share with everyone that's watching right now, what health issues were you suffering from previously?
How much time you got?
Summarize it.
Yes. So my biggest one at the time, my most recent one, was when I was pregnant with my son, my firstborn. I had developed this condition called symphysis pubis dysfunction. So what that is basically when the pregnancy hormones loosen up the ligaments around the hips, around the pelvic, the pelvic bone, and then the pubic bone in order to deliver the baby. It's too much and too early in the pregnancy. So over time, as I got heavier with the pregnancy, it became very painful to walk. I can feel like my bones, especially my pubic bone, was like grinding against each other. Moving around was very painful. So towards the end of the first pregnancy, I was wheelchair bound already. Whenever we go out for dinner, my husband had to push me in a wheelchair. I got lots of very odd looking looks from people thinking, this young person having to sit on a wheelchair. She looks very able-bodied, ma. And then when I got pregnant, after I delivered, actually, the pain didn't go away. So I asked my doctor, how long is this going to last? Because these are like months after my pregnancy already, like 6 months, 7 months, 1 year. And I was still feeling that sort of grinding, and it was still quite painful. I had to go on painkillers. My doctor said it just takes time. So I asked him what happens if I fall pregnant again. And he said that chances are it's most likely going to happen. You're going to have the same discomfort. So I fell pregnant again. And it was actually worse because the already loosened ligament now added the pregnancy hormone. It got even looser. So by that time, when I was just moving around just a little bit only, my bones would be grinding. You can actually hear if you're sitting next to me, right? If I just move over in bed or lift up my foot to put my legs, cross my leg, also I cannot do because it's so painful. You can hear like river rocks grinding against each other. And my husband eventually had to bathe me. He had to dress me because I cannot reach down to pull my own pants up. And doctors say I have to rest, which is impossible because I had a 1.5-year-old at the time when I was pregnant. So I was also taking the allowed amount of painkillers a pregnant woman can take, but it was very painful. Then when I delivered my baby, it was so bad. I was taking painkillers in the morning so that I can function, I can do things because my mom is also staying with me. So I'm also her primary caregiver. And then because the whole day I've been moving already, my body will be in so much pain. I have to take painkiller to go to sleep. If on a bad day, I cannot even go out to the groceries to do shopping and not feel pain. I cannot bathe my children, So I would have to take like Xanax to go to sleep sometimes when it gets really bad. Okay. That was the most recent one.
Okay, so you shared with me that you were also on antidepressants.
Yeah, so because of this condition, which is like between 1 and 300, depending on the severity, can be 1 in 30, 300,000. Because of the lack of movement, and the constant chronic pain, I eventually developed depression. And so I was on painkillers as well as migraine meds as well as antidepressants. And when you're taking so much of that medication, your day becomes very foggy. You become very moody. You're just getting by. I found my day, I was just waiting for my husband to come back so he can take over the kids, and then I just want to sleep. I just want to not deal with the pain, and then the wake up. It's like that kind of cycle. I was not enjoying being mommy,
Okay, and also you shared with me you have this thing called adrenal fatigue, right? You get tired so easily and so fast. You are basically lethargic. You have no energy. You got to take care of 2 kids. That is a big problem. So now let's fast forward. So in December, is that correct?
Yeah,
December actually. This is 2 months ago. Aulora actually shared the 𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 pants with you. You told us that you were skeptical. It's too good to be true. How can just one pants solve so many issues, right? Right. So now, why do you get it?
Because I think with all this effort and the money I've spent to try and look for a solution, right? There is still that kind of hope, the wishful thinking until the solution is found, there is always that hope that there is a solution out there. So I was skeptical, but my husband said, what have you got to lose? What have you got to lose?
Okay, so you got the pants?
Got the pants.
Tell us, in how many days you actually felt the difference or any improvements or anything at all?
First of all, the first night itself, I had one of the best sleep. So a mother of 2, and I have a newborn at that time, right? So she was still waking up in the middle of the night. So my hours of sleep is very condensed. It is already a very tiring job being a full-time mommy. So, but the first night in itself, even though my hours of sleep didn't change, the quality of sleep, the next day I woke up, I didn't feel like I was dragging my body up. I woke up and I was fresh. I was in a good mood, which was really weird at that time. And then on day 5, my husband actually said to me, like, he didn't hear me click. Like when I roll over to feed my baby, he would usually hear me, my bones start to grind as I'm like trying to shift around, right? But he didn't hear it. And I was like, oh, yeah, that is true. And then I realized that I was taking my medication out of habit, not because I was in pain. You know, most of the time, like people who are so bad at taking medication, and I don't have a good schedule. My dinner is like quite erratic because I'm looking after the kids. So when I take my medication, it's different times. And only when I feel pain, like, oh, I did take now. But I didn't feel the pain, so I said, maybe I can try and skip this first dose. And then next morning, I didn't feel the pain, not quite as bad. Then I skipped another dose, and I skipped another dose. So eventually I stopped taking my medication, my pain meds, 5 days after I wore the pants.
And what date was that?
15th of December 2020.
15th of December 2020. Today is the 15th of February 2021. So it's exactly 2 months. You are painkiller already, right?
Happy monthly anniversary.
So, in summary, you have these few issues, health issues that cause you to take painkillers, which you have taken every single day for the last 3 years. No other solution, and you just try,
How much pants I take?
So basically, you try everything, and then one more try on our 𝗓𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏 Kodansha pants. Well, 5 days, and right now is your 2-month anniversary of trying the pants. You have been off painkillers, you have been off antidepressant, you are no more pain, right? You are generally more energetic, and you don't feel tired so easily, and you can go around and all this stuff. Is that correct?
Yes. Someone with adrenal fatigue, right? Like by the time my husband come back from work, I basically waited for him to come back from work so that I can go and lie down because I'm so tired. That's usually about 7, 8 o'clock. It is now like 11:40 and I'm still fine. I usually have to take coffee. I don't think I had my coffee today at all. Like, I can actually skip coffee. I take it now because I miss it. But like it's the fact that I'm here, I still have energy. It's incredible. Otherwise, I would be in bed like dead as a rock.
You know what? Thank you very much for sharing your story. You know what? I hope that it can help more people. So any one of my friends watching or any one of Azean's friends watching this video live or even recorded, get in touch with either one of us so that you can have a more understanding on how this product can actually help you improve your quality of life. We click, Azean and me click because we are painkiller junkies. Not because we want to, but it's just that every single day, I myself, I'm living in my life in pain for the last 5 years, right? So every day is painkiller. That's how I live my life. So we bonded and we clicked, and we just want to share our story with as many people as possible. So don't worry, it's all about understanding. All right, we're not trying to sell you anything at all, but at least you understand how the product can help you. We are more than willing to share more details with you. Is that cool? Yes. All right. So thank you very much, Azean, for your heartfelt sharing today. So yes, and my doggy want to make an appearance. 𝗔𝗂𝗹𝗏𝗧𝗏. All right. So thank you very much, Azean, and that's it for today's interview, and we will be doing one interview every single day for the rest of the week. Okay, so stay tuned and join us next round. Thank you very much, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.